I lost $4.2 million, my marriage, and my perfect family in exactly 48 hours. From a $500 dinner betrayal to a multi-million-dollar inheritance heist. This is the definitive ranking of how my own blood tried to bury me. My sister was my maid of honor. She held my hair back when I was sick. Then she held my husband's hand while they signed the papers to liquidate my trust fund. But here's the catch. They forgot I'm the one who writes the checks. Let's start with the enablers, Tier D, my Switzerland mother. In 2023, my mother watched my sister, Chloe, borrow my vintage Chanel collection and sell it on ReadIt. When I confronted her, my mom said, she's just going through a hard time. But Chloe wasn't having a hard time. She was funding a secret apartment in the city. And the whiplash? My mother knew. She wasn't being neutral, she was a silent partner for the price of a $200 spa day. Chloe bought her with my money. This is Tier D, the passive-aggressive enabler. You think they're on your side until the bill comes due. It all started small. An escalation ladder. My husband, Mark, a God-tier provider, or so I thought, told me our joint savings had a $5,000 banking error. For most people, losing $5,000 is a crisis. For Mark, it was just paperwork. That's like telling someone their house is on fire, but don't worry, it's just the living room. But here's the twist. I checked the logs. The money didn't vanish. It went to a shell company registered in my sister's name. But that's nothing compared to what happened when my grandmother's will was read. This brings us to the architect's Tier B, the spineless husband. Mark is 35. He's a VP of sales. He drives a Porsche, which I helped pay for. And the punchline? He invested our retirement wisely. Just kidding. He invested it in Chloe's lifestyle brand, which was actually a front for their weekend trips to CABO. I found the receipts in his work folder. While I was at my grandmother's funeral, they were booking a suite at the Four Seasons using her death benefit. That's a solid Tier B, high impact, low IQ. He thought he was a mastermind, but he left his iCloud syncs to the family iPad. Rookie mistake. But wait, there's something you need to understand. Most people think blood is thicker than water. But in my family, blood is just a lubricant for a business deal. My sister tried to steal a $4.2 million estate. To put that in perspective, that's like stealing 140,000 months of groceries for an average family. This isn't just a dispute, it's a generational assassination. Now that you see the scale, let's talk about the S-tier betrayal. Tier S, the twin sister. Chloe and I are 18 months apart. She was my best friend. But she didn't just want the money, she wanted my life. She started wearing my perfume. She started talking like me. Then she tried to convince my aging father that I was mentally unstable to gain power of attorney. She literally used a WebMD printout about anxiety to try and claim I was unfit to manage the estate. Luckily, I don't use a credit union. I use a private wealth firm where the manager has known me since I was 5 and thinks Chloe is a bit much. She thought she had the signatures. She thought she had the man. But she forgot one thing. I own the house they were staying in. This is where things get crazy. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I went to brunch. Then I made my chess moves. On Monday, I moved every cent of the liquid assets into a trust Chloe couldn't touch. On Tuesday, I served Mark divorce papers at his sales meeting, which was actually lunch with Chloe. And on Wednesday, I reported the lifestyle brand to the IRS for the $500,000 in unexplained business expenses. You have millions in your account? Great! You're also getting audited by the federal government. Watching your sister realize her new life is actually a 10-year prison sentence for tax fraud is better than any spa day. The satisfaction is worth $1 billion. So what does this all mean? They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose which ones have access to your bank account. My sister is currently living in a studio apartment, a downsize, she calls it. Mark is living with his mother. People ask if I feel bad for destroying my family. I tell them the same thing I told the judge. I didn't destroy them. I just gave them the bill for everything they stole. And darling, the interest rates are a killer. Thanks for watching.